Smells like literal honey. These are my favourite summer flowers. Sour. Good morning everyone. I've come to one of the spots in the village which gets a little bit less wind because the last week in England has been blowing a gale. I feel like I brought the winds with me from the Cotswolds and it's just kind of continued on. I thought I'd vlog my day today with you because I'm intending on doing some really cool turmeric sun painting. And it's probably something you've seen on social media. I feel like everyone's doing it, but it's basically a sun print using pressed plants and turmeric, and it's to do with like how the UV reacts with the turmeric alcohol concoction, and basically leaves a shadow of the plant that you've pressed on top of it when it's been left in the sunshine for a while. So we're going to do that today, and I'm really keen to share how I do that with you, but also just to see what the result is. So in the clips that you would have seen before this, I came out just to pick some bits of foliage, which I then pressed in Albin a few days later, and I'm ready to kind of start using them and actually lay them on the turmeric paper that I've just washed with the turmeric and alcohol concoction this morning. Just while that is drying in the garage, because it has to be somewhere really dark, thought we'd come out and pick some flowers. Would it be a Through the Ivy Gate vlog if I didn't just pick a ton of wildflowers? I feel like at this time of year it is just an absolute necessity. I can't not be picking wildflowers because come autumn we don't have all of these beautiful flowers around, and it's so nice to go and see what's growing, and all the buddleias come out now, or the butterfly bush as many of you may know it. Picked a bit of that earlier in the vlog as well, but because the butterflies love it so much, I don't like to pick too much of it because it's like a really, really great flower for them. And they're kind of like tube-like flowers, so the butterflies with their long tongues can like reach the nectar on the inside, so they're perfect for butterflies. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make our way back home, continue with the turmeric sun painting when we get back, and leave them in the sun while we go out today. And then we're going to go on a little foraging walk, I think. Something that I did want to say about foraging at this time of year is that it's a weird sort of in-between. All the foliage is kind of past its best, it's no longer tender and young. And then you've got all the berries and stuff, which you'll have seen from the blackberry that I ate, which just aren't quite ripe enough yet to kind of do anything with. I've seen loads of rowan berries as well, which are kind of nearing their redness. So I feel a bit in limbo, like I want to film foraging content for you guys, but also there's not a ton. I feel like we're coming into berry season and I just can't quite do anything with the berries that we have yet. So but watch this space. I will be filming lots of foraging content for you guys, and particularly as we approach autumn, best believe I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of mushroom content, because if any of you have been here since last autumn, that is my favourite kind of foraging. I love foraging for mushrooms. So yeah, spend the day with me, let's make some turmeric sun paintings and get outside in nature, do some foraging. Look at this beautiful pheasant feather. How pretty is that? This is the kind of thing that people put in their hats. Well, I'll be bringing that back with me as well. So pretty. Okay, so we're now back and we're in the garage. But this is the paper that I coated with the turmeric earlier. Turmeric and vodka, or you can use like rubbing alcohol, I think the word is. So yeah, this is now ready to lay our pressed plants onto, and then what we're going to do is put them outside on the table I left out there in the sunshine for a good few hours, and the bits where the plants have stayed on top will leave a nice pattern of the plant, because those bits won't lighten in the sunlight. But what I would say is be really, really careful with your glass, because I removed the glass from the painting or frames that I was intending to put these into, and I managed to splinter some of the glass somehow, and yeah, I had glass stuck in my hand and I had to get tweezers and stuff, so that was fun. So yeah, be really careful. It's probably a very self-explanatory thing to say, but I clearly didn't realise how fragile the glass was and ended up breaking it, so. Let's do that. Just come back from a walk with a friend, and let's go and check on our paintings, because they've been outside now for about 4 hours, which is the minimum amount of time they need, so they're looking light enough to me. Why is that so wet under there? That does not look good, does it? Right, I think that's done, so I'm going to get the baking soda ready. whilst we were waiting for the turmeric sun paintings to dry at home, so obviously the baking soda mix is seeping into them, they're going redder and redder and darker, I figured we would come out and do a little bit of foraging together. That's the train line behind me, the train's just leaving. So what we're picking now is nettle seeds. So when nettles go to seed, you don't want to eat the leaves because there's like, I can't remember what it's called, but there's basically like these sort of crystals that build up in them which can basically get like stuck in your bladder and stuff. Something like that, don't quote me on it. So you can't eat the leaves once they go to seed, but you can actually eat the seeds themselves, and they're really high in proteins and all sorts of different vitamins. So they're the kind of things that you want to sprinkle on your morning yogurt or your porridge, and they're kind of giving you that little bit of extra boost of something, a bit like sprinkling some nuts or some seeds on your porridge in the morning. So what I'm going to do is pick some. I brought a little jar with me, and then we're going to roast them up a little bit. They have a nice nutty flavour when they're roasted. You can also just eat them as they are, eat them raw, and then we're going to eat them on our breakfast in the morning together. Really easy one to forage. Nettles everywhere obviously, so I'm sure you've got some growing near you and you could forage some nettle seeds too. I did bring some gloves with me because I got stung last time I did this and I'm a bit of a chicken, so let's get to work. I think it's easier just to sort of rip them up the stem and then I'll just remove the leaves.